Ladies and gentlemen, this is Intervlog. I say this is Intervlog, and I am here once more. I'm here because there is one important information that I brought you today, and this information is a very nice one. I say the information I have for you today is a very, very nice one. And it is coming from Sahel, particularly from Niger Republic. And this is the type of information I want to be hearing every day. Information of peace, information of reconciliation. No matter what happened in the past, peace is needed in Africa. Africa had fought many wars in the past, and we did not make any profit from that. Therefore, whenever I hear about peace, I feel happy. The information I for you today is coming from ECOWAS. Whether directly or indirectly, after listening to the news, you will know that the information is coming from ECOWAS. There is a peace movement going on between Niger Republic and Nigeria. Bola Tinubu, who is the chairman of ECOWAS and also the president of Nigeria, has sent Nigeria military to Niger. But one important information about them visiting the Niger is what the Nigerian military said. He said that they are here to make peace, that Niger Republic, Burkina Faso, or Mali are their brothers, and they will never interfere in any internal affairs of these countries. But they are begging them to return back to ECOWAS, so that by joining hands together, all of them can conquer the militants who are threatening the region. Nigeria's defense chief visits Niger Republic to discuss security collaboration. Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, yesterday led a high-level delegation to Niger Republic as part of efforts to strengthen bilateral relations between the two countries. The visit came against the backdrop of hitherto frosty relations between the two countries, linked by common security challenges and a recent history of political tensions. During the meeting, Musa discussed regional security issues with his Nigerian counterpart, particularly in light of the ongoing threat posed by groups operating in the Sahel region. The chiefs of the two armies reaffirmed their commitment to join forces to counter the spread of the groups. This visit takes place against the background of a gradual thaw in relations between Niger and its neighbors, particularly after the period of high tension following the coup in Niger in July 2023. The coup saw the military seize power and oust President Mohamed Bazoum. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, led by Nigerian President Bola Tinubu, had threatened military intervention to restore constitutional order. But this option was eventually discarded, leaving room for diplomacy. In July 2023, economic sanctions against Niger were lifted. Today, as the security situation continues to deteriorate, the two countries seem determined to step up their military cooperation. This cooperation is all the more important as they share a border of more than 1,400 kilometers, which is often the scene of attacks by armed groups. The Nigerian Chief of Staff's visit to Niamey is part of ECOWAS's diplomatic efforts to persuade Niger and the other two countries to rejoin the organization, just months before their decision to withdraw comes into force. Musa's visit to his Niger Republic counterpart, General Mousa Salou Barmo, is seen as an attempt to seek collaboration in tackling insecurity and other related matters in West African region. The Nigerian defense chief, who is chairman of the ECOWAS Committee of Defense Chiefs, had during a recent meeting in Abuja called for the return of the three countries to the regional bloc. Musa said that the return of the three countries to the regional bloc was necessary to defeat the insecurity ravaging the region, especially insurgency. He said that efforts were ongoing to ensure that the three countries were back, adding that all hands must be on deck to curtail insecurity in West Africa, with yesterday's visit to Niamey not unconnected with the call for the return of the nations to the ECOWAS. The visit seeks to encourage the military in charge of Niger Republic to renew ties with countries in the West African bloc, ECOWAS, since the coup in 2023 that led to military takeover of power in the country. In March 2024, Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu directed the opening of Nigeria's land and air borders with the Republic of Niger and the lifting of other sanctions against the country with immediate effect. The directive was in compliance with the decisions of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government at its extraordinary summit held in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. Also, in a statement late yesterday, Defense spokesman Brigadier General Tukur Gusau said, during the meeting, both parties recognized the importance of sustained dialogue and collaboration in addressing mutual security challenges and strengthening the strategic partnership between Nigeria and Niger. They emphasized the need for maintaining and expanding existing cooperation, including joint military operations, intelligence sharing, and tactical coordination. The defense chiefs acknowledged the significant impact of the proliferation of small arms and light weapons on security. They also recognize that the widespread accessibility of these weapons contributes to heightened instability and conflict in the region. They further agreed to intensify their efforts in curbing the illicit flow of small arms and light weapons, while pledging to collaborate on initiatives aimed at enhancing border security and supporting regional and international efforts to control and reduce the spread of these weapons. Consequently, both parties reaffirmed their commitment to resuming and strengthening collaboration with a view to ensuring regional stability and security, reaffirmed that Nigeria is universally known for adherence to its principle of good neighborliness and would not be used to destabilize Niger or any of Nigeria's contiguous countries. Niger affirmed its readiness to resume active participation in security cooperation under the Multinational Joint Task Force, MNJT. The Chief of Staff of the Nigerian Armed Forces has also accepted the invitation from the CDS to visit Nigeria, where they will finalize the modalities of the cooperation agreed upon. This is while agreeing on the creation of a Nigerian advisory group to interface with its Nigerian counterpart, with the view to addressing the various issues of mutual concern as well as sustain lines of communications between both countries. It was also agreed that the advisory groups should have a joint mandate of developing measures towards strengthening bilateral relationships, the statement added. This day learnt that a Nigerian government bombardier Challenger 605 with registration number 5NFG-Z arrived at Niamey Airport yesterday in the morning, having flown in from Abuja. Musa was received by his namesake and the Chief of Staff of the Forces Armées Nigériennes, FAN, or Niger Armed Forces, Mousa Barmo. We came to seek cooperation. Soldiers are not politicians. Our job is that of defending our respective territorial integrity. So, our discussion centered around how to enhance the mutual defense of our countries. Nigeria and Niger are brothers. We have been relating, working, and training together for years. Although there has been hiatus in our relationship, we're here to ensure that we pick up from where we left. The fact of the matter is that for now bygones are bygones. Since morning, we have been engaged in talks, and we have reviewed all that happened from last year to date. We, therefore, decided that we should rekindle our relationship and return to where we were before now. We took cognizance of lack of strategic communication has been exacerbating the rift network us. There is no animosity between us. We're aware of people that are trying to tear us apart. The aim of these detractors is to see us at war. But we are one. We would not allow them to succeed in their ploy to divide us. We want to continue working together so that our two countries can know enduring peace. We will continue on the path of peace pact from where we left. We're convinced that our past engagement was constructive, and we desire to toe that line. That was the desiderata of this meeting. We have resolved to work together. There should be no schisms between us. We would not interference in the internal affairs of each other, just as we would not allow any foreign meddling. We thank God for this diplomatic feat. We want to reaffirm to military government of Niger Republic that we remain steadfast in cooperating with them. Niger and Nigeria remain united. Our historical amity cannot be torpedoed by rabble-rousers who are bent on making us enemies under any guise. We appeal to the Nigerian and Chadian governments not to allow any foreigner to come between us. They should avoid lies and hypocrisy from any quarters. A translation of the Nigerian defense chief's interview on the sidelines of the event stated. Also during the exchange, the Chief of Staff of the armies of the Niger, Barmo, stated that despite the differences that may have existed between the two states, the current global and sub-regional geopolitical and security context imposes further strengthening of relations. He underscored the need to have a comprehensive reading of security issues to not only address the current security situation effectively, but also to anticipate the major challenges ahead. He explained that he remained confident that the visit will create conditions for good understanding and will mark a major turning point in relations between the two armies of the two countries. After listening to this, I became very happy. But the problem now is whether Ibrahim Traore, Assimi Goita, and General Tchiani will accept to go back to ECOWAS. All I know is that they may accept to work together by trying to eliminate militancy in West Africa. But are they going back to the ECOWAS? Therefore, this news is a very open news. And your contribution as a viewer is to put down on the comments section, what do you think about them returning back to the ECOWAS? Do you see Ibrahim Traore, General Tchiani, and Assimi Goita going back to ECOWAS as a good thing? Since the ECOWAS has said that they are not going to interfere in their internal politics anymore. Put it down on the comments section what you think about this peace movement. And whatever you put down on the comments section, tell the reason whether you are in favor or against. If you are in favor, tell us the reason. If you are against the going back, also tell us the reason. We want everybody's opinion to be on this video, because the comment section is being read by millions of people. Thank you very much for watching. This is Intervlog. See you on the comment section.